Not a single team managed that in the last 2 seasons.
Canada, Australia, I'm convinced that they haven't invested the time in practice.
Well, how many countries total?
Beginning and more importantly, in the end of practice, likely when they're game tired.
They might not try to schedule 2 international
Let's see how
visits.
serious.
Empty.
Thanks for joining us midweek. And here we can check out the story for Jalen Brunson.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And now the opening lineup for New York. Inside, it'll be the dynamic pair of Anunoby and Cat. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Burke in at the 3. And for Utah, we've got Jackson, George out there with Bailey. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Markkanen in at the 3, small forward. And we talked about it for a few games now, but MP has been on a mission as of late to ensure he's taken home that Rookie of the Year trophy.
And MP's goal for his rookie season was to win Rookie of the Year. But so far, against his peers in their first season, he hasn't distinguished himself as the best. MP still has some chances left against other rookies to prove to himself that he is the best in the class. He wants to perform better, and we'll see how he does.
Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
And it's Utah with the ball after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. Kessler finds Markkanen. There's Jackson with the 3, and it's New York with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brunson with it, guarded now by George. Kicks it out to MP. Towns passes to Burke. The rebound by Markkanen. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Kessler. Utah moving the ball around. Now George. Brunson defending. Fast break. New York. Here's Burke. No good with a layup.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Here's George. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Bridges. Outside Brunson. Cuts off the pass. Bailey, the pass to Kessler. Kicks it out to Jackson. For 3, George. Utah with another miss. New York leading by 3. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. Well, Coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. To win the cold spell, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler, and with spring fast approaching, let's get a lay of the land by taking a look at the power rankings. You look at New York, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where the Knicks are, they've stayed pretty high in the rankings. And sure, they might want to be further up, but they're a stable team, and that's a good thing with the playoffs approaching.
Brunson against George. Right side, Brunson. MP outside. Towns outside. Just 5 to shoot. Markkanen against Anunoby. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 3. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Now here's Brunson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Towns finds Bridges. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
and that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
George against Brunson. George passes to Markkanen. Down low. And Markkanen with the stuff.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air, and he'll finish.
MP scanning the floor. Going inside. Rebounded by Bailey.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
Brunson passes to Burke. And MP throws it down.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Kessler, a screen on Brunson. To the inside. Here's Bailey. Back to George. Jackson with a screen on Brunson. George drives in. Over Brunson. Here's Jackson. The Knicks pull it in.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Anunoby can't get it to go. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
A missing piece was their offensive rebounding. There were just way too many one-and-done possessions for them.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions, and getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Jackson for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. MP inside. It's guarded by Markkanen. Brunson passes to Burke. And MP throws it down.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. Jackson outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
MP outside to the paint. Here's Brunson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And now a 4-point New York lead.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Jackson finds George. And here's Jackson. From downtown, George, no good.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Brunson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Brunson against George. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Back to Markkanen. Yep, that one goes.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Now here's Brunson. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler. Williams comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Sensabaugh is checked in for Larry Markkanen. And it's Collier in for George. The Jazz again can't hit. New York leading by 4. MP, the pass to Brunson. Back to Burke. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. MP's got 6.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
Pass to Williams. Charity stripe shot. And no good. New York has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Collier. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Williams' shot is good.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Brunson with it. An important score for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And now it's time to take a look at the top defensive teams in the league right now. Number 1, the Knicks.
Well, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league, this defense has been absolutely dominant. Give the coaches a ton of credit. Players are skilled and motivated. You've got good schemes. Very tough to score against this bunch.
Mycareer's checked in for Bailey. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Mycareer. McBride covers. 4 on the clock. Williams from long range. Connects from downtown. And it's now only a 1-point New York lead.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
Hart from long range. It's hauled in by Collier. Utah shooting 41% from the field so far. Mycareer. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
MP against Williams. And Burke, here we go. And down it goes. 2 points. Burke's got 8.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
Pass to Sensabaugh. 1:16 left to play in the first. Outside Brunson. Count the basket. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Collier. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Takes the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Brunson. He's got 6. Inside. It's tipped. Pass to McBride from deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Wow, Mitchell Robinson, a little playmaking versatility right there. Pretty pass.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Hart. Here's Sensabaugh. Filipowski, the pass to Mycareer. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Knicks. They're up by 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, we're in the era of the 3-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
Thank you. I'm following up on the report of MP and his injury. He was slated to be a true game-time decision, but after testing it out pregame, they're going to let him give it a go. No word on if there will be a minute restrictions yet, but I'm told MP was pleading his case to let him play. Guys, we'll see how much this impacts the game.
He's a gamer, tough as nails. Thanks. So on the floor for the Knicks. Anunoby plays the 4, and Cat is the center. Mycareer Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Burke in at the small forward position. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Filipowski for 3. The rebound by MP. Burke's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Bridges. New York needs to get off a shot here. Here's Brunson outside. New York again can't hit. Jazz trail by 5. Outside, Williams. Here's Collier. Now Markkanen. There's a screen. Fires for 3. Yes! Markkanen from deep.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Here's Brunson. And that one's good. Brunson's got 8 points.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Markkanen outside. Here's Collier. Yet to see a basket. 5 to shoot. Filipowski, the pass to Williams. Shoots over Anunoby. Williams misses.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. George, he's checked in for Williams. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. Right wing. Let's go with a 3. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at the Knicks. Now in second. They look to be in terrific shape moving forward.
Well, right now for New York, they've been terrific throughout the regular season, showing they may be just the team to beat in the postseason.
MP against Markkanen. MP, the pass to Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. Back to MP. MP, the flush.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Utah's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Sensabaugh. The 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's MP. MP getting it done inside.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen to stop the run. And it's New York with a rebound. Burke's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Brunson. Back to Burke. He goes up again. MP saves it off the glass.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Jackson, he's checked in for Sensabaugh, and Bailey subbed in for Collier.
And with the ability to rise up above defenders, Bailey is a problem.
Here's Brunson outside. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. It's George on the wing. Brunson defending. Brunson against George. Jackson outside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Markkanen. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Markkanen's got 12.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Graham. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Towns a screen on George. Inside goes Brunson. And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, BA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Brunson against George. Now here's Brunson. 14 points for him. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
George feels it out a bit. To the middle. Kessler passes to Jackson. Got it. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Brunson against George. Out to Bridges. Pass to Towns. Outside Brunson. MP, a screen on George. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Oh, that's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. New York also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart comes in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Brunson. It's George on the wing, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Friday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against the Grizzlies is the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body. Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
McBride on the wing. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Shoots over Collier. Utah grabs the miss. Pass to Jackson. That one drops for him. Now just a 5-point New York lead.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
Screen by MP. Now here's McBride. Tightly guarded. It's good. McBride's got 5 now.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
Pass to Bailey. Down low. Here's Jackson. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Clippers played an important role for them. He tallied 10 points, and his ability to get to the line was big for this team. He put forth a tremendous effort, made impact plays time and time again. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
Jackson against MP. Outside McBride. There's the triple. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Jackson outside. 4-3. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
MP against Jackson. MP with a step. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 18.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
George sets a screen. Pass to Jackson. Here's Collier. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, I'd keep it simple. Keep running plays for Triple J. He's been awesome tonight.
16 seconds left in the first half. Jackson against MP. McBride on the wing. Shoots over Collier. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's MP making things happen for the Knicks. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
Let's take a moment now. Thanks as always.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. As